Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the lecture of Operation Research. In the last lecture, we have seen some characteristics and basic definitions of game theory. Let us just have a look in short. In the characteristics of game theory, we have seen the first one is chance of a strategy. Now, actually, this chance or strategy depends upon the activities which are determined either by skill or by chance. If the activities are determined by skill, it is called as game of strategy. If activities are determined by chance, then it is called as game of chance. Second is number of persons, then number of activities, number of alternatives. The number of activities as it is finite or infinite, therefore number of alternatives available to the person playing a particular game will be either finite or infinite. Information to the player about the past activities either completely available or partly available or not available at all. Therefore, any of the three situations may be possible. Then we have seen the next characteristics as a payoff. Payoff is actually a quantitative measure. This is the quantitative measure, quantitative amount VI, which is obtained by the player at the end of every game. At the end of every game. Okay, let us come to some basic definition. The first definition is a competitive game. Competitive game is a competitive situation having finite number of competitors. Each player has finite number of activities, and a play is said to occur if each player chooses one of his activities, and every combination of activities determines an outcome. The outcome may be positive, negative, or zero. Whenever an outcome is positive, one can say it is having a gain or profit. If the outcome is negative, then it is said to have a loss or zero. This profit or gain may be in terms of rupees, maybe in terms of points or something else. Right? Next definition we have seen is zero sum game and non-zero sum game. In zero sum game, if we have a game with two players only, then if profit of one is the loss of other. If profit of one is the loss of other, that is the total sum of profit and loss is equal to 0, then this is called a zero sum game. Sum of gains by every player, if it is 0, then it is called a zero sum game. Similarly, if it is an n person game having P1 to Pn players with corresponding payoffs to be V1 to Vn, and if sum of all payoffs is 0, then also it is called a zero sum game. What about non-zero sum game? A game which is not zero. A game which is not zero. A good example we have seen about the marketing strategy. Okay, if two companies are there in a market, then loss of one is not going to give us the profit of another one. Therefore, this is not a zero sum game. Strategy. Strategy is actually a rule for decision making. Right? Therefore, there are two types of strategies. The strategy may be either pure or mixed. Pure strategy means deterministic situation. That is, this is a decision rule if a player always select a particular course of action. Okay. Mixed strategy, if a player is guessing as to which activities be selected by the other player. That is, if a person playing a game knows exactly what opponent player is going to choose an activity, this is pure strategy. If a player is guessing what opponent player is going to take the activity, and whenever this is a situation, it is called as a probabilistic situation, and we know the properties of probability. Sum of all probabilities is equal to 1, and every probability is not equal to 0. Next we have seen is 2-person zero sum game. If the number of person restricted to 2, then this is 0. 2-person zero sum game. Payoff. Payoff matrix is a systematic arrangement of all the possibilities of payoffs of both the players given in a systematic order. This we have discussed in detail. Whenever we are going to write, this is with respect to a player A. Therefore, here we have written the profits of player A. Okay. And if I want to write the same payoff with respect to player B, we have to write all the negative entries. Right? This is what we have discussed in the last lecture. Now, in today's lecture, we are going to see some examples. Examples which depends upon that minimax and max min criteria. Okay. Therefore, let me write a heading. Minimax and maximum criteria. Minimax and maximum criteria and optimal strategy. And optimal strategy. Okay, as we have discussed in the previous example, suppose a person A is playing a game with some 2-3 activities. Suppose let me write 3 activities, and he want to maximize his profit, right? No, whenever a player is going to play a match or a game, he is going to maximize his gain. Therefore, what he will do first, he will try to find out the minimum gain obtained by playing each one of the activity. Therefore, he will do first, he will first find out minimum gain. Suppose the minimum gain obtained by the player by playing first activity is 2, by this 3, here it is say 2. Then out of these 3 minimum gains, what the player will do? If the player will select the activity which will give us the maximum among these values. Therefore, this is maximum among minimum, right? Now, the player will find out maximum of minimum of gain. Maximum of minimum gain I can write. Is that okay? This is what the same criteria. Okay. Now suppose a player is facing anyhow the losses. Okay. Then suppose the player is again playing 3 strategies or 3 activities. What he will do? He will first try to find out the maximum loss obtained by playing each of the activity. Suppose the loss is 5 lakhs, 5 points, 3 points, and 1 point only. What he has done? He has found the maximum loss I can do. Maximum loss by playing each one of the activities, and then he will try to minimize. Therefore, he will try to minimize his maximize loss. He will try to minimize his maximum loss. With this, it was a guarantee that whatever in the first case, if once I find out maximum of minimum gain, therefore this game is sure, or rather this gain may increase also. This gain may increase also, right now. And if in the case of second situation, whatever the minimum of maximum loss will be the sure, and we will not, and whatever the loss we have obtained by finding this according to this criteria, this may decrease also. Why it may decrease? Because initially only we have taken the maximum losses. Therefore, if a player B plays activity number 1, there is a maximum loss of 5 points. Therefore, the loss can be minimized also, right? Therefore, actually this is finding best out of worst. What we will do first? We will find out worst possibilities. Worst possibilities means in case of A, this will be minimum gain. The person is not going to find out what is the maximum gain. What he will do first, he will try to find minimum gain. Okay, similarly, the player B is going to find out maximum loss, that is worst possibility it will find, and then in these worst, the players will try to select the best. Is that okay? So for now, we will solve the example in which we want to find out the maximum minimax criteria. Okay, here I will write, consider 2% zero-sum game. Consider 2% zero-sum game. Is any doubt in this minimax maximum? Understanding this is important. We cannot alternate the situation. That is, initially we cannot find out maximum gain and then find minimum. What will happen if we do so? If once I find out maximum gain by playing each of the activity by the player A, suppose maximum gain means the gain can be lesser than that also. But therefore, to make the things sure, player A will find out the minimum gain. This gain is assured. Okay, correct, no? Am I audible clearly? Hello? Hello, students.
Yes, ma'am.
येतोय ना आवाज?
हो मॅम.
Hello? Okay.
हो मॅडम, हो येतोय.
So now we are going to write out the game matrix, which represents the payoff to the player A. That is, the matrix was represented by point of view of a player A. Find the optimal strategy. What is the meaning of optimal strategy? Okay, what is the meaning of optimal strategy? A strategy which gives us the optimal value. That is, in case of player A, suppose we are finding the gain by the player A, then the strategy, that is an activity played by the player A, which will give us the optimal, that is maximum gain or maximum profit, right? Here the player A and B both are playing three activities, 1, 2 and 3 say. Player B is also playing the same. The payoff matrix is written with respect to the player A. Means these are the gains by the player A. Right? Let me write the entries. This is -3, -2, 6, 2, 0, 2, 5, -2, -4. Okay, these are the entries given to us, right? Can anyone check whether it is a zero sum game? What is zero sum game strategy tells us? Sum of all payoffs must be zero. Correct, na? Sum of all summation Vi is equal to zero. Here one can write summation Vij because we have written this in terms of a matrix. So if I just take the sum of all the entries in the matrix, whether it gives me zero value, check whether it gives zero. We will do the sum of positive entries and negative entries. Sum of positive entries 5 plus 2 7, 7 2 9, 9 6 15. Okay, let us do the sum of negative entries 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 4, 11. Hello, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
You should reply me actually, otherwise I may feel that I am not audible to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now what we will do, we will go for solving a game. Now at the time of solving a game, what one should do? One should follow this criteria. That is, from the point of view of a player A, first we will find out the minimum gain, and then we will try to maximize the profit. Therefore, what we will do, we will find. Okay, let me write it again so that I can use a color pen to tell you how to find out the activity. Yeah. With respect to player -3. Now first we will try to find out the minimum gain by the player A. Therefore first we will find out the row minimum. First we will find out the row minimum. Is it okay? Let us find out the row minimum. What is the row minimum in case of first row? Minus 3. Therefore, minus 3 is the minimum gain obtained by the player A if he plays first activity and according to the activities 1, 2 and 3 by the player. Whatever B is going to play, minimum gain will be of minus 3 points. Minus 3 is a gain, means actually it is a loss of 3 points. Correct, no? Negative sign indicates it's a loss of 3 points. Next, if a player A plays a second activity, what will be a minimum gain? This is 0. What the job we will do, whichever the entries will give us a row minimum, we will put a circle to them. Here I will put a circle, here also I will put a circle. Is that okay? Next, minus 5 minus 2 minus 4. What is minimum? Minus 4 is minimum. Therefore, we have written all the row minimas. Therefore, these are the minimum gain obtained by the player A if he plays activity 1, 2 and 3 respectively and irrespective of B, whatever it is going to play. Whatever the activity B can play, this will be the minimum gain obtained by the player. Okay, then what the job we are going to do? What the job we were going to do? We were going to find out maximum among these row minimas. Maximum among these row minima. What is the maximum among these row minima? 0 is maximum.
0.
0 is the maximum. What I'll do first, let me put a circle itself. Okay. Therefore, what this entry tells us? This row minima is my maximum of minimum gain. Right now? This is maximum of minimum gain. Is that okay? So which criteria for A we have used? Maximum criteria we have used. Now let us do according to the player B. Now as this is a playoff matrix with respect to player A, means these are the gains by the player A and automatically it will be the loss for B. Correct now? This is with respect to gains. Gain of player A, therefore automatically it will be loss of with respect to player B. Now if a player B want to or is facing the losses in terms of this payoff matrix, then what he will try to do? First he will try to find out the maximum loss occurred by playing each one of the activity. Therefore, if a player B select to play first activity, what will be the maximum loss? 5. Let me put a small square here and let me write the entry as well. Okay. Then if a player selects activity number 2, whatever A plays, what will be the maximum loss? 0. What will be the maximum loss here? It is 6. So let me put just squares. Okay. And what is here? Maximum. Next, whatever this column maxima we have calculated, right? No? Here we have calculated row minimas and here we will calculate column maximas, right? After finding the column maxima, these will be the maximum losses obtained or maximum losses to the player B. Then what he will do? He will try to minimize that maximum loss. And after minimizing the maximum loss, what he will get? 0. Right? If you look at these circles and square we have made, 0 is the entry at which we have both the values. We have both the circle and square as well. Therefore, this is actually max min with respect to player A and minimax with respect to player B. Right now? Therefore, here what we are going to find out? Minimum of maximum loss. And that is 0. Therefore, both the entries are common and whatever is this 0 is called as the saddle point of the corresponding game. Is called as the saddle point. What is the meaning of saddle point? The saddle point is an activity at which max min criteria with respect to player A equal to min max criteria with respect to player B, and both these are going to coincide at the point 0. Because this 0 is called as the saddle point, and this saddle point is obtained at 2 position. Correct now? If you write this as the matrix entries, this will be my 2 position, no? Right now, this is 2 position. So what is this optimal strategies? Optimal strategies played by the player A and B must be second and second activity. That what is the optimal strategy in this case? Optimal strategy is second strategy to the player A. Let me type this Roman letter. Second strategy to player A and second strategy to the player B also. Correct now? And what is the point? Saddle point is 0, and this 0 is actually called as the value of a game. This is called as value of game. What is the value of game? 0. Value of game is 0. What it determines, what it means actually? 0 points to player A, 0 points to player B. Means the game is of no profit, no loss to both the players. The game is a no profit, no loss to both the players. If it is no profit, no loss to both the players, the game is also said to be a fair game. Okay, we will write these definitions later. The game is said to be a fair game. Fair means no profit, no loss to both the players. Is it understood how to find out the saddle point of the given game? Max min and minimax. First, you have to find out row minima. After finding row minima, you have to find the maximum. Then go for column maxima. Then find out the minima among them. Because this is max min gain, min max loss. And if both the values are same, the game is said to have a saddle point. If you have any difficulty in this, you can ask me. Optimal strategy is 2. Yes? Any difficulty in this example? Finding a saddle point. Students, am I audible clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, any difficulty in this?
No, ma'am.
Good. Let us take one more example of this, right? Let us take one more. Check whether the following game has a saddle point. Let us take a simple example. 2 by 2 matrix. And it was given in terms of 1, 4, 1, minus 3. Okay, let us write. Now this is 2 by 2 game. Each player has 2 activities. Let me write 1, 2. Here also let me write 1, 2. And this is with respect to player A, the entries are 1, 1, 4 and minus 3. 1, 1, 4 and minus 3. Yes. Now first we'll find out the row minima and then we'll find out the maximum. and we will go for finding column maxima, and then we'll find out its minimum. What is row minimum? 1.
1
Here it is -3.
minus
Let me put the circles. Next we will go, yes, after finding row minima, these two are row minimas. What will be the maximum?
1
Maximum amount. This is 1. Next we will go for finding column maxima. Column maxima is 4, 1. You put the entries like this. Okay. Whenever we obtain any one of the entry in the corresponding matrix with both the symbols, circle and square, the game is said to have the saddle point. Correct? No? What is the column maxima we have found? What is the minimum on this? Here we will find maxima. Here we will find out minimum. What is the minima? 1 is the
1
minimum. So in both the cases we have 1 and 1. That is, this 1 is my saddle point. Okay. This 1 is the saddle point. Therefore the game is with saddle point. It is not always essential that the game is having a saddle point. Okay. Saddle point is 1. Optimal strategy is first row, second column. Na? First row, second column. You can write like this, or you can write 3, 1, 2. Okay. So this game is with a saddle point. I hope there is no problem in finding the saddle point now. Now let me go for some simple definitions depending on this. Okay. Therefore, what is the first definition? Saddle point. What is the saddle point actually? This is the position in the payoff matrix which has max min equal to min max. Correct, na? Max min equal to min max. A saddle point of a payoff matrix saddle point of a payoff matrix is the position of such an element in the payoff matrix which is minimum in its row and maximum in its column. Okay. Therefore, if payoff matrix, if I write it by Vij, if payoff matrix is Vij, then what is my saddle point? Maximum of, yes, minimum Vij. This first we will find out minimum over j, then maximum over I. Row minima we will find it, no? And this is equal to minimum of maximum Vij. Now this maxima is in column, therefore this is over I and this is with respect to j. This is equal to VRS. This is equal to VRS, then the matrix is said to have a saddle point RS position. Okay. And what is optimal strategy? What is optimal strategy? If VRS is the saddle point, then VRS is the saddle point, then Arth and Yasth strategies are the optimal strategies. Correct, na? Arth strategy but to the player A, Yasth strategy to the player B. Yasth strategies are optimal strategies. Optimal strategy. Next is value of game. Whatever is the saddle point is your value of a game. But here in this example, actually I have written saddle point. Saddle point is position actually 1, 2. Okay, and these are the optimal strategies, first and second. What is value of game? Value of game is the payoff at the saddle point. That is entry at the saddle point. Payoff at saddle point. Okay. Now depending upon this payoff at the saddle point, whatever this minimum and minimax and maximum we were calculating now, these are given with the notations. Okay. Maximum of maximin, this is actually denoted by V lower bar. Max min is denoted by V lower bar. Minimax is denoted by V upper bar. And whenever these two are equal, this is said to be equal to V. That is max min, minimax is equals to V. Okay. And if this is the value of a game. Value of a game. And whenever this value V is equals to 0, game is fair. The meaning of the word fair is there is no loss, no profit to any one of the players. And V is not equals to 0, game is determinable. Strictly determinable. Strictly determinable. Is that okay? Three definitions. Saddle point is the point at which max, min, max are equal. And then whatever is the position RS is called as a saddle point. Optimal strategy is Arth and Esper strategy. Value of game is the payoff entry at that saddle point. And that if that entry is 0, the game is fair. If the entry is not 0, game is strictly determinable. Therefore, there are some rules given here to determine the saddle point. Rules is as of I told you, select the minimum element in each row and mark it by circle. Second, select the greatest element in the column, mark it by square. If there appears an element in the payoff matrix marked by both square and circle, then this position is called as the saddle point. Is that okay? Any difficulty up to this? Okay, let me give you some 2-3 examples now in order to check whether the game is fair or determinable. Okay, just work out both the examples. For example, I think. For the game with payoff matrix, just play A, play B, and the entries are -1, 2, -2, 6, 4, -6. Okay, and the question is asked, determine the best strategies for player A and B and value of game. Is the game fair or strictly determinable? This is the question asked, right? Let me give you the same thing Second example, next example, I'll write the matrix directly. Try solving for these examples, check whether these has saddle point. If it has saddle point, what are the optimal strategies? And then whether the game is fair or strictly determined. Okay, we will stop for today. If you have any difficulties, you can. Because if I start the next point, students, I think someone has unmuted themselves. Please mute. It's going to have a lot of trouble. Yeah? I will not start the next point, game without saddle point, because it requires much of the time for the introduction itself. So we will stop for today. If you have any difficulties, you can just ask me. Yes, students, any difficulty in this? Yes. No difficulty, I hope. Okay. If there is no difficulty, we will stop for today. Thank you for being with me in this lecture.